Hey everyone, Laurel here, Minnesota Zone 5A. Just want to do a quick update. Also, if you hear noise in the background, a neighbor a couple doors down is having a big party. There are cars all up and down the street. So that's what that is. Lots of updates on the seedlings. I also started buying my annuals now. We've got the Maverick Scarlet Picotee geraniums looking beautiful. I'm not sure if I will uppot those again or I may just wait because it's just about planting time. These are 4 of the Caramel Rudbeckia. It looks like maybe they're getting ready to start sending out blooms. The annuals, not annuals, well, they're sort of hardy annuals, I would say. They won't survive outside, but they survive on my porch. Also perking up, we've got, this is looking actually really nice right now, the Dusty Miller, Cerveza and Lime Plectranthus. I did trim that back a little bit. You can see half the plant didn't make it through winter, but this doesn't survive on the porch. This I have to overwinter indoors where I really cannot give it enough sun. This, I trimmed back this mum. And the viola that was in here that self-seeded itself, I thought had died over the winter, but it is blooming. And then another one seeded as well, a little yellow one. So I find violas seed themselves readily. I also pulled this ivy out that has been overwintering on the porch for several years now. And it dies back in the fall, but then you can see it put on tons of new growth in the spring. So that just came out. I did separate out my seedlings. We've got snapdragons over on this side. One of them didn't make it there. And then I've got basil. We've got 2 emerald towers. We've got 5 of the Italian Genovese basil. Technically 5 of the pesto besto basil from seed. However, these 2, the stems were so close together, you can see they're just right next to each other. So I didn't want to separate those because I didn't want to risk killing both of them. This ivy branch here. And then this is the ice plant that I bought at a garden center as an annual last year and saved seeds from that. So that's exciting. I think I actually have another seedling here that I planted with the snapdragons. And then the seeds that most recently germinated, I've got strawberry blonde marigolds. There, and there. Behind here, that is an amaranth. I think it's called Coral Fountain. This is a gold alyssum, maybe new gold from seed. That is the hibiscus mahogany splendor. I got 1 tithonia. I did seed another couple of them, but they're kind of old seeds, so they're not coming up. Same thing with the cabbage. My ornamental cabbage germinated just fine, but I've sown twice now. This is a green cabbage. I think Dutch Early is the variety. And then 2 cells of red acre, and I sowed them very heavily, and none of them have germinated yet. So I may just buy starter plants this year and then start next year I'll definitely start next year with a fresh packet of seeds. And then these are the 4 o'clocks. I wish I could remember the variety, but I saved seeds from my own plants last year as well. And those did great. So that's exciting. Over here, I have started buying annuals. I love this. I think it's called Artist Blue. Yeah. Artist Blue Ageratum from Proven Winners. That did phenomenal in the landscape last year, so I got 6 of them for now. I may pick up more. This is the Strawberry Lemonade. Yeah, Strawberry Lemonade Super Bells. That also did fabulous last year. Stayed really full, very vigorous. I got 2 of the Supertunia Mini Vista Midnight because I loved that in mixed containers with other blue petunias. I've got the Lobelia Compact Blue with Eye. Also did very well in the landscape for me last year. I got a Mojo Orange Geranium because I couldn't resist. These were from Gertens. The first batch was from Menards if you're local. This is a Bandolista Mango Lantana. I have had good luck with the Bandalista series of lantana. They stay more compact and bush-like. I got another, I had a coupon for Gertons too, so I picked up a bunch of stuff. This needs water. Another Edgeritum called Aguilera Sky Blue. I wanted to test that versus the Artist Blue and see how it does, see how they compare. So I was curious. And then this is called Iguazu Falls, I think. Great Falls Iguazu Trailing Coleus. Kind of reminds me of Strawberry Drop. I've grown that before. It does great. This I've grown the past few years. Very cool plant. It's a lotus vine called Amazon Sunset. Just has this really kind of icy blue foliage. Trails all over the place. I got a couple of double up begonias. There's double up white and double up pink. I can't really reach back there, but I have a yellow double super bells. That one was coral. Oh, shoot. Okay, let's see if I can reach the tag at least. Coral Sun super bells. I don't think I got to try that last year, but I'm anxious to. And then this is an Angelonia Angel Face Blue. That I did Angel Face Pink, I think, last year, and it did really well for me in a planter. I have moved the amaryllis has moved outside. I have started potting up my Canna. Actually, I did those before I went on vacation. I did a bunch of the toucan coral Canna, and then a bunch of elephant ears, which are inside. None of them have sprouted just yet. They wait until they're good and ready, till it's warm enough. I have my Gomphrena that I separated out. Today I'll be separating the ones that still have multiples per cell, and this poor little guy didn't make it. This one I'll pull out. This is an entire tray of Gomphrena Carmine. This tray, this is mixed colors, and I've got purple, pink, more pink, and more purple. And then I've got my shallots still looking good. I did give those another trim up top. I'll be able to plant those out pretty soon. I did give them some fertilizer. Whole tray of snapdragons here. I had 2 empty cells, so I transplanted a couple of the, neither of them really took. A couple of the ones from the other tray, but I have plenty, so I'm not worried about that. And I did pinch them back. I don't remember if I mentioned that. I don't think so. So you can see where that is pinched there, where that is pinched there. And you can see the next buds at all of those little leaf nodes. There are little buds about to sprout. That makes your plants branch out more. So I won't up-pot these again. I will be planting these directly in the landscape. If I'm ready for them, I could already, but I'm not quite ready yet. And then we have the African daisies and the ornamental cabbage. Another Dusty Miller. And all the peppers. So these peppers were the ones that germinated really early and got really big. In here, we've got Dalmatian Cream Foxglove, a couple more Gomphrena down there, and the Purple Prince Alternanthera. All of these will probably just stay in these pots, and I won't pot them up again. Then I have a whole nother tray of peppers and 3 Gomphrena down here. So they're all doing great. Even this little one I potted up when it just had its cotyledon leaves, and it is sprouting true leaves now. I've gotten a whole bunch of really good rain over the past week. It's been a little bit hard because I really need to be out here getting things ready and getting things done, but I haven't been able to because it just rained. So the rest of the plants are doing great. The perennials that I overwintered, handful of them didn't come back. This one I'm bummed about a little bit. The American Gold Rush, Black-Eyed Susan. I got these all for 75% off, so it's not a big loss of money, but that one I was looking forward to planting. A couple of mums. That geranium there overwintered indoors, and it's got a bloom coming up now. And then today, my project is potting up the rest of my cannas. I have a begonia, got a bunch of dahlias. This is a box of dahlias that I saved from last year. I have no confidence in that any of them will sprout. Same thing with the caladium that I managed to save from last year. Those are all in here. Don't think those will sprout, but I'll pot them up anyways. I've got the Canna, which I was able to trim this back to the new growth. Both of these I trimmed back to the new growth on all the tubers before I went on vacation, but then I just didn't have enough time to pot them up. We've got toucan coral, a bunch of tubers there, and I saved these, but you can see they're very much alive. So what you do, this one is called Red Futurity. This is how I store them. This is exactly how it came out of the pot that it was in last summer. I pulled them out in the fall, and then I just kind of dig in there with my hands and a pruner, clip away all the dead, desiccated parts, and you can see where the new growth points are. So I'll clip away as much of the dead as I can, like even on here. That's not alive. Sorry, that part's not alive there. So you could cut this even more and have like one that'll be a smaller one and then a larger tuber or rhizome. So that's what they look like. This begonia, really, normally I pot this stuff up, but as soon as I got back from vacation, it was just rainy. So see how everything does. I have some of this Proven Winners potting soil left over from last summer. Clearance at the end of the season. I reuse my plant cans, so all the perennials that I buy, I do get rid of a lot of them, but I also use them to give stuff away to people. I bring extra stuff to work and to my friends. But they're nice. I like these from Bachman's, which is a local nursery, because they're easy just to write on with my garden marker. So I have a bunch saved from previous years with the names of various things on them. These are the purchases I have made this year. So I got Fanny Munson Caladium, Fairway Spur Dahlia. There are 2 in here, and all of these look like they're sprouting now. I grew those last year and really loved the color. They did really well, so I got another pack for this year. I did save them, but like I said, I have no confidence they're coming back. Manhattan Island, those looked really pretty. Picked those up at Gertens. They are sprouting. You can see those little new growth in there, so that's promising. This is a ball dahlia called Genova, also sprouting. These were really big, heavy tubers. Then I got 2 cafe au laits. So those are the dahlias I will grow this year, plus anything that may come up from last year's. I also have this potting mix from Home Depot, the Kellogg Organics raised bed and potting mix. I did put that in my raised bed that I installed. This has more like wood fines in it, like bark fines kind of. So I like to mix that with peat moss based potting mix. But if you're looking for something that has less peat moss in it, this one definitely does. They also make a potting mix in a blue bag. I can't distinguish the difference. I think maybe the regular potting mix has more fertilizers in it, but I don't mind because it's less quantity for the price, and I just add my own fertilizer anyway. I also have my earthworm castings, which I always add. And then this, I got a huge bag of plant tone from Espoma, so I just scooped a bunch of it into that little container saved from what that was from. And then I just used this little scoop, which is a 1/2 cup scoop. I don't really measure. I just throw a scoop of everything into this big. Here's the other. I was using that. This is the specific potting mix from Kellogg Organics. But anyway, I used this big like oil change plastic bin to mix up all my potting mix and my fertilizers together, wet it down a little bit so it's moist, and then just go to town potting everything up. So I also have all of my seeds, my warm weather seeds to start yet, which I normally would have started at least last weekend, but it just rained and rained and rained and rained. And I was too busy separating the one evening that was nice during the week, not rainy. I had to separate out my seedlings because that was more urgent. But that's okay. I'll be doing zinnias, cosmos, nasturtium for sure. I'm sure there's other stuff in my seed stash that I'll be starting up here. Probably some more marigolds. I'm not too worried about it being late though, because as soon as it warms up, those really, really take off fast. I could direct sow them too. I could even wait a while and direct sow them. I've done that, and they've done great. But Kind of want to know, well, and I don't know the layout yet. So anyway, so that's my plan for today. Probably do maybe a little bloom tour and a front yard tour tomorrow. It's supposed to be a nicer day, but we've got, you can kind of see the tulips in the background. Plus everything's closed up today because it was raining all morning and now it's overcast. So, but very comfortable for working outside. So anyway, that is all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Please subscribe. Okay, I don't have my mic on, but I have to film a quick update. The dahlias that I thought were goners from the fall, look at this, they're sprouting. I just pulled these out of here. When I put them in storage, they were all shriveled and desiccated like that, which is why I was thinking they wouldn't survive. This one is Dragon Ball. I haven't dug into the other ones yet, but I just wanted to share because that's pretty cool. So I am going to have a lot of dahlias this year.